Love Letter, Home, February 2026. Greetings to our cherished community of a middle name Love. With a new lunar cycle beginning, 2026 arrives, the year of the horse, just like the year I was born. So I have traveled 4 cycles on this zodiac. I can't help but feel a sense of nostalgia wash over me. Home, more than words. What is home? More than words, I miss home. All the places I go. In graduate school, I met a renowned economics professor who asked me a question that puzzled him. Not so academically, but a personal curiosity for the true meaning of why do people want to have home. At first, it seemed simple. Who wouldn't want a place to call their own? But then I realized how deep this question goes, beyond economics and utility functions. I did not have an answer, but I couldn't forget this question, and turns out it became my own puzzle on this journey of life. Growing up in China, I lived in 3 different cities. I was born in Suzhou, where home was divided between my parents' modest house and my grandmother's traditional courtyard. Fleeting memories, yet forever etched into my existence. Places I visit when I close my eyes. After my parents divorced, Mother and I moved to Nanjing, living briefly with my stepfamily. My mother's second marriage unraveled soon after a quarrel, when out of anger, my stepfather kicked me. We left that home and found refuge in an abandoned office building near my junior high school. This became our home, where we cooked on portable stoves and kept the lights off at night to not draw attention. Eventually, my mother's work awarded her an affordable apartment. We settled down in Nanjing, and I completed junior high with the highest grades of my class. To give me a better future, my mother gave up her time with me and sent me to high school in Yangzhou, where I stayed with my father's family. My grandparents, my father's parents, took care of me and later moved away. I stayed in their house on the campus of the high school and lived by myself for 3 years, focusing on intense high school studies. My mother's Nanjing home, where I returned to after high school and throughout college, later changed to another investment property as she moved back to Suzhou, my hometown. While so many places offered shelter, some of them even felt like home, but no one place felt quite permanent, and now they're all gone. Now, over 20 years have slipped by since I last celebrated Chinese New Year in China. The memories of home have often condensed in the taste of Chinese food, and that's all. My road continued to twist and turn in the United States, trying to find my own home. My graduate school years at the University of Maryland were marked by a series of upgrades, from sleeping on the floor to a daybed, from a few communal apartments to apartments of our own rental. I moved 7 times in a couple of years. Each relocation brought me to better neighborhoods and more inviting spaces, accumulating more things. I lived in College Park, Greenbelt, Silver Spring, and finally Bethesda, a charming metropolitan town. It was in a high-rise there with my new family that I gave birth to 2 children. Then life took me to California, a few more cities and rentals. And finally, I owned a home, thanks to my then husband. It was a mansion filled with stuff, like the ones in suburban Bethesda, the ones I used to joke no one would want to pay for. We enjoyed the comforts of wealth and created beautiful memories as our children grew up. But eventually, we had to sell it. and home became another past. All that stuff gone with the wind, another puzzle piece pushed aside in the map of life. All the people I carry. I have several tattoos, each chosen and designed by me to remember home. One of them is for my grandmother, Waipo, who became my home in ways she never knew. In her later years, I became an American living in the States, but I felt deeply connected to Waipo. She was my roots. She was the face of home. Despite her reputation for being quick-tempered, I always saw her as a wise, loving presence. When I was growing up, I would join her at the senior center, where I was the only child among her friends, and they affectionately called me Little Moon. Even after moving abroad, her warmth stayed with me. As a proud granddaughter, I invited her to my graduation and took her to see the Grand Canyon. I remember well when she stood at the marvel and said to me, "This is the most beautiful place I have ever seen." When she said those words, they kind of stayed with me. I felt she was almost saying that she was so content, so perfect of a moment that she could die with peace. I also remember such a moment. After my firstborn son, I felt that feeling of pure peace, the perfect home. Many say home is where your children are, and they speak of responsibility. But to me, it's the innocence of their love that stands true. So many times during the pandemic, tough moments, I felt home because my children were so inspiring. It's me who needed them more than they who needed me. Now I live part-time on another continent. When I visit, I spend evenings with my younger son playing games. I realize he doesn't need much from me. We simply enjoy each other's company. Cooking him meals, listening to music, and practicing driving at night. These moments are small but grand. I know they won't last long, and that knowing is more precious than anything. That awareness is the treasure that truly lasts forever. One thing slowly becomes the truth I have come clear to during meditation. Home. Returning to the meditation center feels so good at this time. A new year, a celebration. I realize how much this place has become a home of peace and comfort for me. Without meditation, my life in the past 3 years would have been very different. I also realized that this feeling of home is less about a physical place, but about what I have learned, the steps toward knowing myself. After all, there is a clue to the question, what is home? Maybe we all want home because of the fear of growing up, and this fear doesn't get better with age. We long to feel whole, searching everywhere, finding all that we can. But the home we find in the end is within us. Discarding layer after layer, deeply rooted thoughts and emotions, picture by picture, they come and go. Today, I feel more than just Chinese or American. I am Yue. Every place I have been has shaped me, has raised me. I see how all the opportunities given to me to grow, search piece by piece, completing a picture of home. Today, I am more than just a mom or a daughter. I'm grateful my sons are well and my mother is safe. These are the people I cherish, even when they're not physically with me. So many moments of laughter and tears remain with me as I sit quietly listening to the flutes. I made my simple comfort a bowl of ramen, enjoying Chinese New Year alone. Whether in Portugal or California, whether my loved ones are near or far. This doesn't feel lonely, it feels whole. Meditation for 2.5 years has been hard work, but I have just now begun on a new way home. Home is where you can cleanse until you see who you truly are. You don't need more stuff to make it home. Imagine a tornado, a physical one or a mental one. Home cannot be destroyed by a tornado. Home is not a place. It's not a person. Home is not a feeling, a wish, or a thought, because even those can be taken away. They exist only inside you, an illusion. Home must be a place of truth that exists without the shapes and forms, different minds. This existence cannot be destroyed even in the chaos of life. That's when you are truly home. Home is where you know yourself. Hello, traveler. Have you found home? You may not realize how blessed you are beyond what you see on the map until you stop searching for pieces. Come home now. Come to this place where few will lead. You will find what awaits, free of illusions. It's the best investment where infinite wells of compassion flow into the future of unknown, where there is always home just for you. With all my love and yours truly, Yue.